Let's see how we solve this question. The problem says the table shown is filled so that each row and each column contains each of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 exactly once. Find the number in the square marked X. So we have 4 rows, 4 columns in the square, and says each row is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Each column is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This reminds us a problem called Sodoku, right? Each column and each row is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And here is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a kind of mini version of Sodoku. The question asks, what's the number in X? Let's see how we approach this. First, we know that for each row, it has 1, 2, 3, 4. So we look at this row, since we know these two numbers are 1, 4, that means these two numbers are going to be 2 or 3. But we don't know exactly what number. But here, if you look at this column, it already has a 2 here, correct? So for this column, the 2 is already used. So this number cannot be a 2. So this number is going to be 3. Okay, I'm going to draw a square here because right now I cannot write on this picture there. So let me draw this on the side. We have 4 rows and 4 columns. And this is 1 and 4. This is 1. This is a 2. And we want to find out this one. As I said already, if I look at this row, these numbers, or actually if we just focus on this number cannot be 1 or 4, and it cannot be 2 due to this column. So this number only can be 3. Once I know this number is 3, this number is left with a 2. Similarly, if we look at this column, I have 1 and 4 here. This number, if you look at this number, cannot be 1 or 4, and cannot be 2 because 2 is already used. So this number only can be 3, and again, this only can be 2 now. Now, which number we should consider? And again, we use the idea that we should look for squares that with a lot of numbers in either row and column already filled. So let's focus on this one. For this square, this number cannot be 2 or 3 because they're used, and cannot be 1. So this number has to be 4, which means this number now, because 2, 3, 4 are already there, so this is 1. And we also can figure out this one. 1, 4 is already used, 2 is used, so this number has to be 3. And this is a 2. Now it's so clear, there's a lot of numbers you already know, so the rest is pretty easy. For this number, 1, 2 is already used, 3 is used, so this number is 4. So this number is a 3 now. And that left with this number has to be a 4. So X equals 4. So for these kind of questions, there is a key to this kind of logic questions. In this problem, the key is to looking for a square that has a lot of numbers already known in either the row or the column. And you know the number here is not going to be in the set of all the numbers known, both in the column and in the row. So for example, for this number cannot be in the set of 1, 4, and 2 that left with this number, a 3 immediately. So, and that is also true for this square as well. And you're going to apply the same idea over and over, solve this question. And the same idea is used in Sodoku a lot. And I hope you can try to find some Sudokus. You can find those newspapers or on the internet. Try to start with some simple ones first, and there are very difficult ones. Some problems are termed as diabolical, which you probably want to try later.